hang on a second, guys. One second.
What up?
We've got to give a shout out to South Nashville Heating and Cooling.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Friend and supporter, show and proof. Also, the longest running sponsor of I Got Some Shit to Say, the podcast.
Absolutely. Look, man, South Nashville Heating and Cooling, where quality and craftsmanship come together. They've been doing this since 1985. That's almost 40 years of service. Expert designs, quality installations, superior service.
Absolutely.
And let me tell you something.
What's that?
Tell me.
I feel confident in the fact that South Nashville Heating and Cooling will keep me warm in the winter.
For sure.
It'll keep me cool in the summer.
Absolutely.
Matter of fact, these middle months, you'll be comfortable even then.
Absolutely, dude.
Y'all know the deal, man. South Nashville Heating and Cooling. We love those guys. Y'all see the name. Y'all see the number. Tap in.
Feliz cumpleaños.
Always. It's I Got Some Shit to Say to podcast, man. We're back like we don't stop. Just trust us. We never do. All we do is work. Y'all know me.
Fuck you, Squint.
That's right. R.I.P.
Whizzle fizzle.
Forever and always. With me as usual, Mika Padre. ChadArmesTV.com. That guy. Across from me here, none other than the one and only.
I know what
That's right. We have a guest today. We're going to get to that real quick, but you know how we do. I hope our guest is familiar enough to show. Would get to this portion of it?
The Leroy portion.
Yeah, here we go.
You better shake something for me.
Let's go, dog.
Where are we at?
Hey, I need something.
Let's go, boys. Let's get it done.
I'm swagging, I'm surfing, I'm swagging, I'm surfing, I'm swagging, I'm serving, I'm cleaning as detergent. Hey.
That's right. Leroy Biggs back in the building. It's the Fabulous Four, as we like to call it. With us tonight, guys, we got another guest. Like I said, we're on a streak right now as far as these guests go.
Hell yeah.
Close friend of ours, man, Nashville's own Emory Jaymz, ladies and gentlemen.
What up?
Glad to be here. Glad to be here.
We're glad to have you.
Chill out, crowd.
Yeah,
Going
dude.
crazy for us.
We know he's here. He's here.
Finally.
sure, finally.
Welcome, man. We've known Jaymz for a long time.
Man.
I mean, dog, like.
Don't ask me how long. Ask
Right,
Chad.
bro. Chad is the fucking calendar stamp man back there.
It was probably like, for me, it goes back to
We're going to date ourselves right
seeing you.
Oh, who gives a fuck? Everybody knows I'm old.
Seeing you, I think it was the playing field, bro, through T-shirt.
now. Holy cow.
Was you freestyling and stuff at the playing field?
Playing, man.
Yeah, shout out T-Sean. Shout out.
Dude, that's when that was Jabba Jaw.
Yeah, Jabba Jaw for sure. Yeah, Sean, T-Sean and Unk.
Unk.
Unk's actually sponsor of the podcast. Fun fact.
Fun fact.
Yep.
Sponsor of the
Shout Wally.
podcast, Out Wally.
It's crazy. They were one of the first people to give me a shout, or a shot doing music.
Yeah.
And I think it was that song we did with that guy Mario Moore.
Absolutely, it
Sugar
was.
High.
Sugar
Mario
High
Moore,
was
man. Shout
fire,
out
bro.
Mario.
That's the first time I remember seeing you.
Wasn't there a competition back in the day we was all in?
At playing field?
It was the one at Rutledge.
Oh, you talking about UMC?
UMC, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was one of the songs we did during that. But yeah, playing field probably would have been one of the first times.
Oof, God,
graced
dude,
one
I
of
haven't
those
heard that
presents.
title of that venue for our listeners, watchers, man. That is a venue that I don't think that place is no longer in existence.
I think the building's still standing.
Really?
But it's definitely not the playing field.
Man, dog. But that place,
Yeah, that's
Some legendary shit went down at the playing field,
That's
bro.
real Antioch shit, man.
real Antioch
Antioch
shit.
shit.
That's a good
Yeah.
description. Do you know the place we're talking about?
I have no idea.
It's over by Sam's, like off Harding, like over in that area.
Okay. Are you talking about what a Caribbean hut is?
Just down the street. Just down the street.
Okay.
Near vicinity, but bruh. God.
And what's fun fact too about all this? This is kind
Oh, sorry.
Wrong one.
Sorry.
going back to T-Sean. So I performed a few times at the playing field back then, and that's when nobody really knew who I was. This is like 07. Well, then T-Sean and Tabitha, who's his wife now, like they started talking to Saint about I don't know how that came about. I just know T-Sean put Saint like up on Show and Prove, Chad Arms Show and Prove, and that's what got me in the Rutledge.
Fun
You know what I'm
fact.
saying? And then the Rutledge was our home for 5 years.
Man,
But
home
that
field.
was T-Sean and his wife that linked that bridge. So shout out to that's my bro though.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, big shout out to Cuz, man.
Yeah, that puts a little timestamp. Only the hometown fans are gonna know
Leroy was
about that.
8.
You know.
Leroy was a fucking child.
He was 8 years
a
old.
Sparkle in someone's eye.
Fun fact, he was a felon already.
At 8 years old.
I ain't gonna tell nobody else. I ain't gonna tell nobody else.
I figured out what one's middle name is. Testimony.
Yep. Yep. Facts.
8-year-old felon, dude.
Emory Jaymz, though, bro. We're like we said, man. Other than being family, we're glad to have you, bro. And it's inside baseball. Jaymz just gave me shit for not being on this show so far. But
call a spade a spade.
But
for sure, you should have been on here before.
Emory, probably a couple months prior to this for sure. But salute to Emory Jaymz for the fact that his grind has got him that chair, and not that he didn't deserve it before his latest run. But I just knew. I told him it was all about timing.
Yeah,
I literally told him that.
That now I owe him $500. I'm sorry about that, bro.
We don't wipe the debt, bro.
But real talk, Emory, you got to co-sign this because I really like when he told me that. He's like, bro, come on, man, when we gonna do the podcast, man? Yeah. And I said, bro, I got you. I was like, but just be patient with me, bro. I was like, we'll time it. And that was kind of like it. That's much we really spoke on it, man. And then Emory Jaymz, as of recently, bro. I guess your run's been going for about 6 months now, right? You dropped 3 singles in the past 6 months. About
man, it's really like 4 or 5.
4 or 5. Jeez,
yeah, he's dropped.
I have to pull up the iTunes. Really,
I'm pulling it up.
Chad's good about that. To the Google machine is how we do that. But while Chad brings that up, on that run is when that timing occurred, and I reached out to Jaymz and I said, "Hey, bro, it's time." He says, I'm cool enough now. That's what he said, dude. Shout out Emory Jaymz.
So, bro, I mean, he's dropped 5. He dropped 5 singles between June and December of 22.
Dope.
All with dope ass visuals. Like he's dropped 5 singles. So you basically from June to December you went hard in the paint in 22.
We went crazy, man. All the way to November. We took December off. Yeah. Pretty much taking January off as well. Getting ready for the new year. Trying to organize. But yeah, man. Shout out, man. Before we even that happened because of small acts. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out small acts.
If it wasn't for involving Capo, involving Cairo from the jump,
absolutely,
and just being like, because I thought that was going to be a CD. And when I was like, yo, I need graphics for this CD, I'm fixing to rebrand and jump out. And they're like, dude, nobody's waiting on your CD. And that was a really humbling statement. I think a lot of artists need to realize that, like, we're not all as seasoned as Chad. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when he's getting ready to drop a project, there's a lot of people waiting for it. You know what I'm saying? But being Emory Jaymz was not a household name. It was me completely rebranding from Jaymz M.
I was going to say, fun fact, Emory Jaymz was not a brand at all. You know what I mean?
Jaymz M was what we knew.
Yes, Emory Jaymz is formerly known as Jaymz M. And up to these last 5 singles, it was Jaymz M to me. That's all I knew you as. So as soon as I saw the rollout of this, the transition was there. You know what I mean? But to your point, shout out to Small Acts Agency. I mean, that's what they do.
They'll get you organized, man. They'll get you organized. They'll make sure it looks right. Like, you know, like Chad said earlier, it's like I just like the way it looks, and like that was a big thing for us was to make sure that this came out as something that could be taken serious.
Yes,
and, they made it happen, bro.
And they're a team that can definitely make that. They can shape it up for you, man. You know, you mentioned Cairo or Tony Delano. He was on the show. Golly, that's ancient.
First 15 episodes.
Man, shout out to Tony Delano, man. But an absolute mastermind when it comes to marketing, period. Like when it comes to that visual branding, the GOAT. Yeah. Like hands down. His resume is long as fuck.
I don't give dude pointers. I don't give dude suggestions.
You don't have to.
Money, and I leave him the fuck alone.
Yes. And he creates something that you don't even correct me if I'm wrong, but do you ever have to go back to him and be like, hey bro, can you do this, or this?
I can honestly say I've never asked Delano for a revision.
Who has, bro? I'd love for somebody to tell me they have.
15 of mine.
He's done dozens of my projects pretty much, bro, and I've never had him change
best in the business. But
it's too easy to work with.
And Capo, that's a different discussion all by itself. You know, the way he moves and the dots he connects around the city.
He's the organizational side, man. Like, he's the one that really will be like, where you at? Where you at? Where you at? You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit, man, is different, bro.
It really is. But fun fact, I did not know they were part of that campaign.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
I give flowers where they're due, man. This campaign would not have been anything without Small Acts. Shout out Edward Crow. He shot all the photos for all the artwork. You know what I'm saying?
We love that guy.
Just dropped that episode with him.
Trying to bring pieces together. You know, I just watched Edward Crow. It's funny, man. Like, my first rap group was with Edward Crow.
Oh, wow.
Dude, fun fact.
I rapped
we're about 12 of those in.
Team in Antioch way back in the day. So my first time ever being in the studio was with, back then, Ounce. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, just bringing the pieces together that I've had around me for a while and trying to develop something bigger than I've ever been able to do myself. That's a big thing for me this year. It's like, I just want to rap. Bro, I just want to rap. I don't want to. This year, my next thing is marketing and advertising. Like, who wants to do it? I'm gonna pay you because I don't want to do it. I just want to rap and raise my kid.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
So, but yeah, man, the team, bro, gotta have a team, man. Gotta have a team.
Yeah.
Got to. And it's funny though, you know, as we're all, like I said, we've all been friends for a long time and done music around each other for the same amount of years attached to that. But there's inside baseball going on over there. But the fact that we've all done music around each other for so long,
Right.
ain't it funny to think about how stupid we all were and the way we moved back then?
Oh my god,
Bro.
The
To
wasted
now.
energy, the wasted time, and you know what?
We
really
talk about it
kills
all
me?
the time over here.
If we really like, when you go back and listen to your old shit, like I think I can say this about all of y'all, including myself. O&E, you're relatively new, so I'm curious to hear what you do more of. But the shit we did then was dope. You know what I'm saying? And if we could have managed it better, promoted it better, exposed it to more people, what it could have done. I mean, Chad, you dropped fucking 20 CDs.
Yeah, man.
3 years it felt like, bro. I remember trying to keep up with your motion.
It was impossible.
It was impossible, bro. And it
He
wasn't
couldn't even. I mean,
it was quality too. That was the biggest thing for me with Chad. Was always like, fuck, bro, this dude is dropping hella work and it's hella good.
yeah.
But we didn't have the machine that exists now to get people to it.
Yeah,
So,
streaming was not. I mean, you know, iTunes was new. Like,
bro,
it was all
burning
physical.
CDs.
We wanted to be the
YouTube,
biggest
bro.
thing in Tennessee.
It was the last of the CDs.
No, for sure.
Yeah,
it
we
was.
turned
But I will
CDs,
say,
bro.
well, like one thing, like
Leroy's here.
Hell
bro,
yeah.
I was 8 years old.
Mhm.
I knew who the fuck it was.
Just a
Right,
baby.
right.
Yeah.
Now, granted, you know, I may not have
It
been
was
in
a
the
wave
best
one.
places for an 8-year-old.
No, for
Right,
sure.
right.
But like, I was hip.
Yeah, you was
I was
watching
cool.
ChadArmesTV. Yeah,
I was
when you were
down.
nine.
I was hip to the sense of like growing up listening to like Street Flavor projects and then seeing
And
the
Squints.
first of visuals
Mhm.
and
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
whether it's vlogs or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Like that's what amplified my love for doing it.
Yeah, I was gonna say your interest.
Because like I mean, as y'all know with me, like I didn't like someone had to tell me to rap.
Mm-hmm.
I was just a battle rapper. I mean, really.
Yeah.
And
Which Jaymz was too.
I was gonna say, ain't that what you just said, Chad? Like at the beginning, that playing field you saw him battle rapping?
Well, no, not battle rap. I mean, I remember
Or freestyling.
freestyling, but I remember that you had talked to me about that you did a few battles back in the day. Like,
That's how I got with Zilla to begin with, man. I was at a high school party, bro.
Shout out Zilla.
And I was they used to call me James in the Pitbull.
word.
The what? James in the what?
James M the Pitbull.
Okay.
Okay.
Bro, I was just vicious with my freestyle. So
Alright.
that was kind of how I got started. And then once Zilla and Sonny Valentino, when they saw me rap at a party, they were like, bro, you live in the hood with us and you ain't came to the studio?
yeah.
I had
Never
never
even
thought
thought-
about rap being organized.
Yeah.
Right, right.
Yep.
And then, that opened up a whole new beast to me.
What's crazy is Leroy. He was freestyling. You want to say that? You talking about that?
So I got my
Similar story
story,
too.
like in the country and even around here, like high school football is big, right? So at the biggest game of the year, one year, like my freshman year, I was at the high school and we have a track going around the field. And there was a rapper there. And I ain't never rapped before, and I told him, I was like, bro, you suck. Like, and we battle rapped.
Mm-hmm.
And before the end of it, we had like I think in all right up under 500 people. On a track, I mean, it looks like 1,000 people.
Yeah. I mean,
Right.
that's a lot.
There was maybe 100 people in the stands, and there was 500 people in the shit.
Mm-hmm.
People got to the point, it started as a battle rap. After he spit once, I spit once, he didn't spit. And I just kept going in on him. And I walked away, I can't remember what it was like. Motherfuckers throwing dollar bills on the ground. I mean, keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
And you're a
I'm-
kid.
That's the essence of
Yeah,
hip hop, bro. I
Yeah,
think
bro.
when people realize
Right.
like you're really rapping in that moment, this isn't something you memorize. Like I don't even get off on battles anymore like I used to because I don't really understand the whole like I sat around, researched you, and
Yeah.
memorized 16 verses about it.
Yeah.
That's not battle rapping to me. Battle rapping to me is being caught in that moment and having to actually, push yourself to identify weaknesses in your opponent
Right.
in
Right
that
then.
moment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I was a monster. Yeah, I was a monster. I never lost a battle. I say that
Talk your
confidently.
shit.
The only person that, and it was said on this podcast, the only person that ever gave me a true challenge, Fathead.
Yeah.
Fathead music child.
Yeah.
Hey, Fathead can go, man.
Fathead
he
can
can
go
go
off,
and keep going.
That's
probably
one
watching.
white
Keep going.
boy that can rap his fucking ass off, man.
Bro,
like
he
the
was-
actual,
Yeah.
the phonetics of rapping.
Yeah.
He's different, bro.
And he used to
He's
he used to freestyle back in the day with Jelly and them when they used to freestyle at them spots. The
He
canteen-
called me an
cantina.
anorexic T.I. He called me an anorexic T.I. I'll never forget it, bro. And everyone's
Damn.
like, oh.
Hell
Shout out
yeah.
Fathead.
Because T.I.'s already skinny.
Shout out Fathead.
Damn.
So if you're an anorexic T.I., you gotta be, you know what I mean?
I used to
Oh,
be
yeah.
a beanpole, I guess, man. That didn't
Damn.
last.
A beanpole.
That didn't last.
Shout out Bean Poles.
Man, come on.
It's the king, partner.
So under your belt, though, how long you been doing this, bro? Total years?
You know, bro, I
want to put
tatted
that
on
number out
man, I
there?
ain't afraid of it, bro. I tatted on my arm so I'd never forget. I started taking music serious in 2005.
There you go.
Yeah.
So that's what,
Preach.
that's 17
Mama,
years,
yep.
almost 18 years.
I was in
And I
Miss Bolton's
still try to
kindergarten
figure it
class, man.
Hell
Trying
yeah.
to figure it
What was
out,
her name?
bro.
Don't do that.
I thought you
I
just
was
said
in
it.
Miss Sue. Miss Sue. I said Bolton. That was second grade.
That's
Miss
fucked
Sue.
up. In kindergarten, you can call them by their first name. Was that their first name?
Just call me Tammy.
Yeah.
Just call me Sue. I'm Miss Sue.
Oh,
Hey, Leroy.
she was the freaking. What do you think the biggest difference is though from back in them days, man? To
Off 17 years in the game.
Man, I think
Get on that mic for me.
really the biggest difference that I see nowadays is like it's just too fast. Like nobody's taking the
Attention,
time to
yeah.
really to attention span.
Yeah.
You know, all the short form content. No one's getting. I feel like we pour into this music with our heart and soul,
Yeah.
and our songs last a month.
Yeah.
And then our fans are looking for new material immediately. And I think that's really ruining
Right.
the energy that gets put into it.
Right.
Now you're getting these artists that don't take it as seriously as we took it for the last 18 years,
Yeah.
that don't care as much as we do, and they're seeing the success come from
Yeah.
overnight viral moments.
Well, I think
Yep.
what it is now, bro, like you have to need it. Like, all right, so the biggest platform paying the most money is TikTok. You only get 30 seconds on TikTok,
Yeah.
right? It's paying more than iTunes, Spotify, anything you want
Yeah,
to
for
call
sure.
it, title, anything.
Mm-hmm.
Music for a lot of people, I know for me, like when I jumped into it, it immediately turned into therapy
yeah,
more
yeah,
than a
for sure.
fucking money scheme.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's like anybody can make music, anybody can fucking say a cool line or whatever. Like the longevity of it now is like, well, why'd ChadArmes do it 20 years? He needed it.
yeah, real talk.
Why'd I do it? Why did I do it? And I needed it. I need it. I need it now.
I think anybody that's been in it as long as we've been in it, though,
Yeah.
that is the reason they do it. I've never been, Tony tells me all the time, he's like, if you're doing it trying to make money, we're doing it.
Yeah.
Like, you're not here to get rich. Like, that's not the goal. We do this shit because it feels good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it,
It's
bro.
just therapeutic,
people.
man.
Emory Jaymz exists because this shit feels good. Because what I do, people enjoy it. I enjoy sharing that shit with people. I like popping my shit.
Absolutely.
So it's like, but if you go back through my discography, you'll see a lot of music that's pain driven, that's expressive of what I was dealing with on a day to day basis that I didn't want to talk to my friends about.
Yeah.
Sure,
I wanted
for
to
sure.
talk to my mic about.
Right.
It's an
I get
outlet,
it.
man. It's an outlet, man. And I tell motherfuckers all the time is other than God, there's two things that helped like save my life. One was my daughter, and the other one was music. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Because I mean, before I got back around my brothers, I'm not talking to motherfuckers about shit.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
not at all.
Yeah.
Bro.
Because we're supposed to always be perceived as the rock, as a source of strength, as people's security. So that vulnerable moments, we don't just kick that shit out there.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
I'm thankful that I've got a woman in my life that allows me to be vulnerable and be open with and
Facts.
express myself
Yeah.
too.
For sure.
Because
Yeah, same here.
a lot of men don't do that. That's why I'm a firm believer. They say, man, behind every great man's a great woman.
Yeah, sure,
You know what I'm
for
saying?
sure, for sure.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's big facts.
You know what I'm saying? Big. I really believe in that. What's that little fact button? Ain't that a
Fun
fact
fact.
button? Wow, my first fun fact. You know what I'm saying?
No, for real, for real.
But I agree, bro, because I feel firmly my children, my music. You know, if it wasn't for my kids and this music, man, it'd be some niggas out here dead.
Yeah, for
You know what I'm
sure.
saying? Like
sure.
dead ass, bro.
sure.
But
Rage.
luckily, we was able to put that shit on some beats,
Right.
Because otherwise,
Exactly.
it would have got fucked up. Out
Yeah.
One way,
You know what I'm saying?
another way to put it, and I've looked at it before, like music, right? It gives you a chance to like speak on, like there's some shit I've said that I should have probably taken to the grave on the track. Bro, I could go, like, something could happen. Any one of us could go die tomorrow.
Yeah.
we still have that music.
Yes.
The people still have that music.
Yeah.
They're going to remember that. And
Yes.
like for a place I'll just say it, especially a place like fucking Nashville, bro.
Man.
I am thankful certain people fucking rapped.
Yeah.
Facts.
Just so I can hear their voice. Hey man, you remember so and so? You know, Worm put it in the song.
Yeah.
You know, so and it's just like, I mean, it's everything, bro. It's your therapist. It's a fucking scrapbook. It's an
outlet, man.
Hopefully,
It's a diary too, as far as y'all like writing.
you know, hopefully it keeps the light on at some point. But that's not what got you into it.
Right.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
Man, what got me into it was being a fucking 13, 14-year-old boy selling, you know what I'm saying, selling half a grams and shit, still in school, but at the same time,
You got any more?
Nah, I ain't got no more. But at the same time, the motherfucking lights is off at the crib, or motherfucker got to figure out what he gonna eat later on.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
You go to school for lunch.
Go through this or go through that. You know what I'm saying. And motherfucker got to get this shit off your chest, and on top of the shit that you done saw as a kid, and you got to get this shit up out of there, man.
Straight up.
Yeah, man. Like
that shit'll kill you if you don't.
Well, and like, I get to do something I'm passionate about.
Yeah.
Real talk.
But the therapeutic part
That makes up for the childhood in a way.
Yeah.
Like, I like to think, man, at the very least, I had to act like an adult at 15.
yeah,
By 15, there was shit on the table where you can't go play, motherfucker. You done fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At 23, it's like I get to be goofy, and it's on the way to do music, on the way to do a podcast. On like this is
It's your outlet.
and I hate to say it, I'm not glorifying anything, bro. I wouldn't trade it for anything.
It's your story, bro. It's your story.
Anything.
Bro, I bet y'all $1 million, like for real, like if I didn't have the podcast, like if I wasn't so active with the podcast, and with y'all's help, of course, but if I wasn't so active with the podcast, I would most definitely still be a rapper.
Really?
As far as the therapeutic outlet, as far as like just like, because the podcast helps me. Like we sit and we talk about anything and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like some of our most vulnerable moments as friends have been caught right here at this table within the last year and a half. If you ask me, like we talk about anything and everything.
Yeah, for sure.
But like I said, without that, I could see myself still writing or wanting to write records or being more active with y'all, like rapping. You follow what I'm saying? Yeah. Because to y'all's point initially, like based off your first question, like what's changed in 20 years? I loved your answer, by the way. But and then Leroy's spinoff and just saying how therapeutic it is. And I know you feel the same way.
Man, believe it.
Oh, I mean, anxiety. That song, "Anxiety," is
a hard motherfucker.
That is probably the best song I think I've ever written. And it came from that therapeutic place where I needed, just what I was going through at the time.
Bro, you've done that though, Chad, like a half dozen times.
No, I have for sure. I just feel like that's, as far as those type of songs, I feel like that's the best one.
Yeah, so,
to me, it's my favorite one.
Let me say something real quick, man. So I was watching something, and they was talking about how there's so many kids out of the inner cities and stuff like that, right there, that's trying to be rappers, right?
Yeah.
And they was trying to push them towards other stuff, which is cool. You push them towards other stuff, right? But it doesn't, just because you're a rapper don't mean that you can't do other shit. You know what I mean? And a lot of these people in these inner cities, man, or and low income housing and shit like that, grew up in these fucked up situations. They need something to get this shit off their fucking chest.
Right.
Yeah.
Going diving off into books is cool. It's great. Be a lawyer, be a doctor. We need all this shit. But don't push them away from getting from outletting in a way
to where you bucket it to just rap. Don't
waste your time doing that. That don't make you no money.
Exactly.
But the thing is though, even if you don't rap, write the shit down. There's nothing wrong.
Right,
Have you ever been thinking some shit, right? And then it made more sense when you wrote it down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 1,000,000%. Like we talked about, the power of writing shit down is amazing.
You know what I'm saying? So even if it's taking notes or whatever the fuck it is, that's basically what it is. That's basically what music and rap and poetry and all this shit is life notes. let them jot their shit down, man. If they want to go play basketball, they want to be doctors or something like that, right? That's cool. But let them jot their shit down, man.
I get it, man. 1,000,000%. Another thing back to your answer, James, when he asked you that how it's changed, and you talked about the speed of the game as of now. You know what I mean? How much it's changed. That back to small acts. Like slowing you down and making you focus on the 5 singles rather than an EP or something like that. I think that is like so creditable. Like it's great for us to sit and tell these type stories or our expressions, and Leroy be at the table. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like we talk about that all the time about just with the youngin' around. Like we love how he sits amongst us being seasoned vets in this shit. Not me, but y'all. I don't know. There's just value to it all, dog. And the way you broke it down, though, really it brings it to perspective a little bit better.
For sure. I structure's important, bro. Like I think that's one of the things that you have to realize what it is you're trying to accomplish. Like, are you just making music because you enjoy making music? Do you want to see it eventually, yield dividends, or are you just trying to see where it'll go? Me, I do it. Like I said, I do it because it feels good.
Yeah, the outlet portion of it.
But for them to be able to tell you, like what you'll see if you can keep this kind of momentum for a year, 2 years, 3 years, it's going to be way more impactful than dropping a CD today and then maybe dropping a CD 6 months from now. Because between month 1 and month 7, they ain't there no more. They ain't there no more.
And the different routes that you can take within the music business. You know what I'm saying? Just because you rap don't mean that you can't make money in other areas.
Yeah. I think I lost sight almost of what I was trying to say. Back to it being, it's almost to spin off on your response. It's almost like it's oversaturated now.
Yeah,
and that's a big game changer. You know what I'm saying? Like that was like my main thing. Because like, dog, when I compare myself to people like y'all sitting on that side of the table. Mixed with the other million fucking up and coming rappers. Why? You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't trying to compete with y'all motherfuckers. At the end of the day, you're like, no thanks, guys. Y'all handle that rap shit. But the oversaturation portion of it, the speed of it is another real strong factor, though, bro. Because the attention span, because I'm still stuck on Dedicated. And these motherfuckers are hitting me with Joe and Jerry. You know what I'm saying?
And they're already waiting
on Troy and Emmett.
Or when's your next solo album? When's Bad Habits 2?
Bad Habits 2? Yeah, it's always they want more, they want more.
I think the best way to sum it up is
but I couldn't compete
y'all
with that.
Said, everything going. Look, rap, music, whatever. Music in general will always be a way out. What you're getting out of is up to you.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the best. You know what I mean? Like it,
yeah.
But
that was deep, Leroy.
That's a clip.
Hey man, you know what I'm saying? I read it on a
You're
Snap
a poet.
How old is rap? How old is hip hop?
Oh God.
How old
hip hop is not that
late
old.
70s,
Hip hop, hip hop is not that old. Maybe 45 years old or something like that. Right? So it's the youngest genre of music, basically, right?
Yeah.
If you really think about it, just recently, I'm gonna say recently on up like 10 years, right? It's the only time where the generations is moving forward with so you got rock, you got people who've been doing rock and been touring for 30 years, right? Yeah. That's because their music, their music moves with that generation. You know, so the generation gets older, they still support that music.
Yeah.
Country, the same thing. It was a point of time, man, where the generation get older, they wasn't supporting hip hop no more. It's like, oh, you too old for that right there.
Yeah.
But that shit done changed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it shit done changed. Now that generation, the motherfuckers we came up with, they still want to hear that shit. They appreciate all the other the genres and stuff like that right there, but they still want to hear what they want to hear. Yeah. Which leaves room for motherfuckers like us.
No, for sure.
To get what they want.
I pray for the day that hip hop matures the way country music and rock have. You know, I used to have conversations with Jelly, and he'd be like, "Do you know how long they work a country record, James?"
Yeah.
And it took me a long time to understand that hip hop's one of them things you could drop a CD and be working on the next CD, promoting the next CD a month later, where a country artist will drop an album and work it for years, years, and really work the album. Yeah. So I think in the juvenile nature that exists in hip hop today, where we haven't matured yet. You know, like our fan base doesn't consume content.
Yeah, don't
the
let
way
it
we need them
marinate.
to.
Yeah,
They
just don't
let it
marinate.
sit,
Yeah.
you know?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I totally get
I
it.
remember being a kid, bro, and like listening to a Michael Jackson album and reading the book.
Oh yeah, I did that with every
You know
rap
what I'm
CD.
saying? Like every
You
album
used to
that
get like
meant
an
something to
album
me.
per year.
Exactly, and you listen to that album
The
for
video.
And
a
you
year.
anticipated the next one for the
Yeah.
whole year.
Yeah.
The video
like
was
how
like
it was.
15 minutes long or something like that. You wanted the video was like a movie.
Come on,
And bro, the thing about it is too is like songs.
Yeah,
Like you would
man.
get a song if it was under 4 minutes. I was pissed. Like, why is this song so short?
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Why
and
is it
now
not
it's 2.5.
3:16
now
bar
2.5
verses?
minutes seems long.
Right.
That, you
The
look at
attention
every one of
span.
our songs. Every one of our songs. It's on. I mean, 3 minutes. Is a
Joe and Jerry, whole album, 36 minutes, 34 minutes, something like that.
The longest
Yeah,
song on there is
so-
probably work. Work.
just because it worked
Just
in the
'cause
one
three
above because
verses.
it's three
Working
verses.
problem.
When I hear a song now with 3 verses, I'm like, why?
But to your point about working a record, a perfect example, back to Jelly, Son of a Sinner. You know, on Ballads of the Broken
Come on.
drop, whenever that was, it worked for however long. And when we're recording this is the week that it just hit number 1.
And how long did it take it to get there?
A year and a half.
And that's where I feel like hip hop. That's why it makes sense to me that Jelly made that transition. We don't have that same possibility here.
Yeah.
You know, as rappers, bro. Like whatever I did last year, yeah, it's still relative. People are going to still listen to it. But thinking that I'm going to get that to a number 1 spot a year later, it's not as likely. It does happen, but
Yeah.
it's not nearly as likely as it is in different genres.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, it's a different game, man. It's a different game.
That's why I never try to box myself in, man.
Right.
Fuck that, man.
One
Hey,
thing-
just because I can't sing that shit don't mean I can't write that shit.
No, agreed.
You know what I mean?
And that's what I was going to say. One of us needs to start singing country, considering Leroy Biggs and one are epic songwriters. I'm sure Chad could write country too if he just did it.
I love writing,
I'm
man.
a
If you need
fucking country
ghostwriting
singer.
services, holla at me.
Yeah, for real.
I'll keep writing these rap bangers.
Yeah, talk your shit, Chatty.
Big
I
bars.
got
We ought to get off into a crazy genre. You know what I'm saying? Like some shit that's just super.
Emo
Dude,
rock.
let's do bluegrass music.
Bluegrass
No,
would be
dude.
hard. Bluegrass would be
me,
hard with the banjo
you-
and shit.
I can't dance like that one guy online.
I'll teach you. It's cool.
I know.
I wanna.
I know what I do want to talk about.
What?
Since we got the guy
Can I-
Emory Jaymz here.
What?
You want? You
Can I
want to
say
say something?
something real quick? Because
Yeah.
it popped in my head. I'm
Yeah.
so sorry.
No, go ahead.
Bro, fuck Fiji water. And here's fucking why.
Yeah.
Okay? You got
got beef with
movies and
water,
shit
man.
that fucking depict it as the best, right? And shit. This is flat rock tap water. Fuck you. Like, it's what the fuck is artisan water?
Look, James is promoting core water.
Hey, look.
Core
Hey,
water.
man,
Shout out
I'm
to
with
Liquid
you.
Death,
I've
man. We
drank
still
one.
waiting on the
It's
bag.
cool.
Yeah, where's Liquid Death at when
Yeah.
you need them?
Yeah. Hey, Liquid Death. Let's put these motherfuckers out of business.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Chad, how do you feel about Fiji? Is that your favorite water? You're drinking Fiji too.
Yeah, I mean, I like whatever. I love water. It don't really matter what kind. I just got Fiji because I felt like getting this Fiji water.
No,
but
no. Like, and it's cool. Like, I was excited to see it. The branding behind it's cool.
Yeah.
After sipping half of it, I'm here to tell you, this square motherfucker's alive.
I think it's once it gets warm, dude. Like once it becomes like
It ain't
room
even
temp.
warm.
Oh, really?
Whoa,
That's
that
sad.
sucks.
Water sucks. What were you gonna say, Chad?
Gatorade.
Right.
since we got Emory Jaymz
Yeah.
on the show finally, I want the fans to be able to understand kind of his story a little bit. So you were doing music back in the day. We talked about it early on in the podcast, and then you took a break.
I'm taking several.
Yeah. So do you even want to speak about any of that?
Come on, man. It's
Okay,
me. Like,
okay,
I'm
okay.
an
I
open
di-
book, man.
So do you want to tell everybody what happened over the last couple of years? Because you just now got back into doing music, which is doing really well. You know what I mean? And we're glad to have you back in it. But to kind of give the watchers and listeners like
Yeah. Before the James M. Emory James transition,
Right.
there was a big
Yeah.
break.
yeah.
So it was like 2014 or so, man. I really was like trying to do James M differently. I quit cussing. I quit trying to be negative. I quit the trappy rap. I just wanted to be a different caliber of artist. What's funny, man, was my kids were growing up, and I was hearing my kids in our living room singing shit like Lil Pump. Specifically, it was my stepson, and he was singing Lil Pump, and he's like, "My girl loved doing cocaine" or something like that. And I was like, "You know what cocaine is?" And he goes, "Soda." And I was like, "Nah, bro, it's not soda."
Yeah, man.
And he goes, and I gave him a hard time about it. He goes, "Well, if you want me to rap something that's positive, make me something to rap to." And that really spurred a change in me. So for years, I went I went to a different way with my music. I started being more of a positive minded rapper, telling people, telling people like you can be great, you can win, go do better. That transitioned into me and my partners starting a nonprofit organization called the Anti-Bully Coalition.
Okay.
So then we were going to schools, hanging out with kids during their lunch breaks, kicking them positive minded freestyles, et cetera, which kind of grew into a whole thing where we were doing shows, schools were paying us. It was dope. It was super dope, man. It was one of the more rewarding things I ever did, more fulfilling things I ever did with my career.
That's dope.
And it held me accountable as a father. Well, right at the pinnacle of that, when things were going the absolute best, I caught a case. Flat out, man. I had an altercation at my residence with the mother of my children and her significant other that ended with me having 3 felony gun charges. And at that point with what we were doing, it was immediately a phone call like, you can't come into these schools with a 3-charge felony case,
even though if it was a felony that was some BS.
Fully, man. I mean, it was
they don't care.
Fully.
Once it's a felony, it's a felony.
Yeah,
Straight
but I wanted that out there for them too, that people know that it was.
It was bogus, man. It was. This is the South. We carry firearms. If you come to my house with that bullshit, I will protect my house. Period. I will do it today, tomorrow. If they came to Squint's house right now, I protect his house.
Hell yeah,
because that's just how I rock, man. And
I told you you'd like him, Leroy.
Bro, it's on me. It's on me right now. It's on me right now. You know what I'm saying? So I don't shy away from who I am as a man, though, bro. And I'm an older gentleman. I'm not finna fist fight you kids no more. Come over here with that bullshit you're gonna see about me.
Yeah.
And that's literally what ended up transpiring. I'm gonna tell you something about the legal system, man. If you don't know, it's about money. And if they realize they can get $1 out of you, they're gonna get $1 out of you.
Preach.
And in the end, my situation cost me 20 racks. My legal representation cost me $12,500 in a 2-year period. I had to pull that out my ass. But I got it behind me, fully dismissed. There was no evidence, man. I had cameras on my crib that showed that I never broke the law. But in this end, man, like they want to take you to jail so then you can pay bond. Then they want you to get a lawyer. If you don't think your lawyer kicked somebody some bread to get you out of trouble, you bullshit. And shout out my lawyer, Will Fraley, best lawyer in Rutherford County. If you ever need somebody to represent you, he'll get you off. But he ain't cheap. Period. But that caused me to take a break, man. When that happened, it was more or less just like, I quit. Shout out my brother Black Cash, man, who's kind of like my label mate at Nash City. He would not let me give up on music. I was really focused. We also have a different business called Nash City Media where we shoot music videos and do blog content, things like that. And that was really I was more focused there because that was making me money.
Dope. I seen it. I wish you would have brought me a shirt.
Man, I'll get you one. I need that. I got them at the crib. I'll bring some out here to you.
Need that.
And I was really on my I'm gonna fall back, man. I'm gonna use my knowledge as an artist from the last 20 years and I'm gonna invest in you, bro. He's like, he's like a younger brother to me. I wanted to pour into him, but he wouldn't let me quit. He's like, bro, you're too cold. You're too cold. And I think it was really just like, I don't know. We've all been in trouble, the majority of us. When you got a case, bro, you wake up every morning and think about that case. Every morning when you get ready to think you're finna have a good day, it crosses your mind. You can go do a 10 off this one moment in your front yard, and it changes your whole day. Your stomach is in knots for months. I fought that case for 2 fucking years through COVID,
and I seen it through social media.
COVID, you know what I'm saying? And I would give people little pieces like,
I watched you deal with
trying to get through this show.
Just because I knew you personally,
it was a struggle, bro.
And even if you don't do 10, having that F on that report card,
come on, bro. Like,
that shit ain't no fun.
And now you're on bond. Now you can't carry a firearm. You know what I'm saying? They left guns in my house. So then it was like, I got guns in my house that I don't want to transport out of my house, but they come back to my house. It's a whole nother situation. So, but God willing,
now you had to interview to work at fucking Wendy's.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? For real.
But God willing, man, I was able to, get the money. Because that's rule of one, man. If you gonna get in trouble, go get that bag. So I went and got the bag, took care of the legal fees, and got it behind me. So as the end of that, when I started seeing the light at the end of the tunnel and realizing, I'm gonna beat this case, you know what I'm saying? Like, when they dismissed my case, it was almost like a light switch went off. And I was just like, oh shit, I'm still him. Himmy Neutron. Like, I can still do what I always did. You know what I'm saying? And I just
like that, didn't you? Himmy Neutron.
That's the name of the episode.
I'm Himmy Neutron. You feel me? Like
Himmy Neutron. That's it.
And
don't forget that.
I knew what I brought to Nashville rap was it's different, bro. Like, I feel like I bring a big rap energy, like the kind of thing that I can see the city really getting behind. It's not too gritty. It's not too squeaky clean. It's a nice little, y'all called it a adult contemporary trap. You know what I'm saying? It's elevated. It's different. It's polished. We've been doing this shit. We really do this shit. Just listen.
So
So
that's
it's
why
like,
you talking, James.
right, man,
Jaymz be snapping.
y'all know me, bro. So it's like,
Well, and I'm glad that you said that because you talked about that because I want the people to know that's why. And with the rollout, it can also tie into what we were talking about therapeutic. I say that to say, first single you dropped was called Case Dismissed.
Case Dismissed.
Video.
It's like
talking
green
about the
light.
whole
Let's
situation.
go. Yeah.
no hook,
Again,
all facts.
that was you talking to your mic about the situation. You know what I mean? Like as your therapist. You know what I mean? Because you have all this stuff going on. I can't talk about it because I'm going through it. Now that chain that was linked to me has been snapped off there. Now I can
It's crazy,
move freely.
bro.
you know?
90% of Case Dismissed I wrote the day I got home from being. When I
fun fact.
bonded out and got to the crib,
I bet.
and I wrote it over a little baby beat. Just on some like I gotta. What we say?
Get
Just
this
to
shit
get
out.
it the fuck
Right.
out of me,
Yeah.
or I was finna go wild the fuck out. Like,
for sure.
in my head, I was like, this bitch just ruined my life, yo.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I lost my temper, and this man caused me to get outside my element, and it's over. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, all the way to the end of that song, man, upwards of when I beat the case. It was funny because as I was writing it, I wanted to manifest that I was going to beat the case, but it was almost like I couldn't write it because I didn't know.
Because you were still thinking about that case.
Shout out to the power of manifestation.
Once I got past the case, the day they said the case dismissed, I wrote that shit in the car, sit in the parking garage outside Rutherford County Courthouse.
So
We done. Let's go get this chopped.
you typed it in the car right then, bro. Right?
Yeah. That
The
finished
second,
right there.
the second you wanted to write it, you wrote that.
The second I got past it, the moment that I heard when they said, bro, case dismissed. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh yeah, I gotta get to the car.
But no.
You got rid of all
The
that stuff
point-
that was occupied.
Yeah,
And when I tell y'all, like the way the blinders came off, man, like
man.
I had my head down so hard for 2 years, y'all was fucked up. You know what I'm
Hell
saying?
yeah,
Y'all
bro.
know me, bro. I'm a happy dude. I spread the joy. You know what I'm saying? Like
Positive
I'm
guy.
a supporter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Always
I was
smiling,
doing
though, bro.
anti-bullying in
Everybody,
fucking
man.
schools.
Come
I
on, bro. Like
Yeah.
I'm really in school
Like,
telling
yeah.
your kids, go be great. You can win.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what you want to do. If you believe in you, I fucking believe in you. And nobody was willing to do that shit. And then they blackballed me. And I was like, because y'all, this is the crazy part. As I'm catching the case, I'm standing in my driveway and I'm explaining to these officers of who I am and what I do.
Yeah.
They're pulling up the YouTube videos, watching me walk around these cafeterias with these kids, watching these shows with 800 plus kids rapping the music back to us, pulling the songs up on the internet. I had just dropped a little COVID-19 jingle that I dropped. There was kind of a play on the whole COVID-19 moment. Kids was going crazy about it. Shot a portion of the video in Antioch High School. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the moment was right there. The police are sitting there like, bro, we're gonna tell people we was at the Jaymz house arresting him when he blows up.
Wow.
And then they chopped me down.
James in.
You're under arrest. And I was like, you can't be serious. Yeah, man. So yeah, man. So then it was, and it's funny, man, how it all fell together. Because when we dropped Case Dismissed
As Emory James.
as Emory Jaymz, you know, that killed Jaymz. Like it had to change up. You know what I'm saying? I could no longer go back and do what I was fixing to do going forward with that name.
Bro, when I
that was-
seen
that
it
was
though,
perfect time,
like
though.
knowing you as long as I've known you, because bro, I've known you probably fucking 20 years, like real talk, 15, 20 years.
A long time.
A long time. And when I saw it, it was like, okay, James on that grown man shit now.
Yeah.
You know
what I'm
who
saying?
called me Emory first?
Who?
Jelly, bro.
Oh, word.
Jelly named me Emory Jones years ago, but Emory Jones is an actual person. He's the dude in New York, big dope boy, behind. He's got the Paper Planes clothing brand.
Ah, okay.
So Emory Jones is a known
Shout out
person.
Paper Plane.
I
Yeah,
didn't
that's
want to
a
have
crazy
the.
dude.
Let me say this right. I won't say I didn't. I went to Tony and Capo was like, "Yo, I'm Emory Jones," and they were like, "Where'd you get that?" Told them the story, and they were like, "So that's a real person?" Yeah, I guess. They're like, do you want to have the same bullshit that Rick Ross dealt with?
Yeah.
That's not gonna work, James. Again, man, surround yourself with people that'll tell you like what you need to hear. Not
That's
some
inside
like,
baseball.
And they could have easily
me?
just said, "Oh yeah, you want to do that? Cool, we'll just run
Yeah.
right." Because
don't get. I pay for this shit.
they're
You know what I'm saying?
Man, shout out Small X.
but to be like to where they cared enough about you to like didn't just want to take your money and just do. You know what I mean?
Straight up,
That's
bro.
real.
I mean, because and on top of that, that Emory name kind of holds some weight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Jay been spitting that shit before Buddy even got home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And everybody was wondering who the fuck this person was. So so
It comes with a persona. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
It
So
comes with a persona.
yeah, so if you would have took that route, I could see it being some kickback.
Right. So I was glad to like it was dope. So they come to me and they're like, bro, Emory's dope, but you need to make it your own. Tony, visionary himself, he said he was sitting there just writing it. It was like, what about Emory James? And then another thing that we always wanted to figure out was, dude, my biggest issue as a rapper, my name was Jaymz M. Do you know how fucking hard it is to find anything with the name
we
Jaymz
run through
M?
that. We run through that with one.
Yeah,
Dude, so to new coming artists, to artists that are considering a rebrand, be creative in how you title yourself, because that will make the difference in how easy you can be found. If I say Emory Jaymz, Jaymz, you're gonna find that shit every fucking time.
The Z makes you stand out for sure.
There's not another one. Like the only other Emory is a football player right now. For some, I can't think of who it's with, but so yes, the rebrand, man, the name.
I love it. I love how you admittedly said that though. How you went with the Emory Jones and Small Axe.
Shot it down.
Steered that in a different direction, but we're giving Capo all kinds of gems on this.
I think they need them. No
He gonna have a rollout reel.
People, they flowers, y'all. Like,
we fuck with Small Axe the long way.
Yeah, Capo's been on here, and some of his artists have been on here as well.
And if you're looking for direction and how to get your shit together, holla at them, bro.
In this modern day real world, like REEL world that we're living in, he's gonna have some gems as far as Small Axe agency goes. Why are you over there sign language in the whole fucking show? What's on your mind, Leroy?
No, I got
some shit to say? Go ahead.
I had fucking
excuse me.
Nothing.
Well, no, what did I say something? I stepped
No.
Oh,
I
I thought you was trying to ask me something.
A weird guy.
I just knew Capo is something different, and I was putting the fucking.
You asked me that. So is it who you thought it was?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't. All I know him by is Capo.
Yeah, he's been around. He used to go by Baby Gotti back when he was in music.
Yeah,
He ran Concrete Magazine.
Yeah, Capo. He's been around here. He's real close with Tony Delano, and
Yeah.
They helped run the Rutledge competitions and stuff. Yeah.
Facts.
He's got a marketing company now.
But
That's
yeah,
that's family.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Capo's great people, man. But I love the combo that Small Axe brings as far as Capo handling the business part and Cairo on them fucking visionaries, bro, because he is a absolute beast on graphics. And if you want an example of that, go look at Emory Jaymz' last 5 single covers.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Because they are absolutely like nuts as far as graphic design goes.
Man, you've never missed on, man. Like your fucking artwork has always been crazy.
Tony Delano.
You know, Chad spoke about this. If you're part, I think I called it like the rare fucking. So there's like a select few that can still get to him, and he'll be like, "Sure, man, whatever you know what I mean." Not that guy.
I'm grandfathered in.
He did. Tony Delano,
and I never shy away from that.
He did every one of my album covers from 2005 to 2012. And the only reason he hasn't been recently is because we've just been doing it in-house with Squints. But we even had Delano help with dedicated album art.
Facts.
Like the belt, like that was Delano.
Yeah, he did the
Kemosabe.
He did Kemosabe with me and Lex for sure. He did that artwork too.
But that's what I'm saying. He's hard. He's not as easy. He's not as accessible as he was back in those days. You know what I'm saying? So when you call his line, you're lucky to be on one of those. Not you or us, but I consider all of us lucky to be a part of that fucking
right.
That fucking call log that gets shit.
Fun fact. Tony Delano is the one that created the Show Improve Entertainment logo.
I love that part too, man.
My buddy Avid revamped it and put the square with the established. Yeah. That was Show Improve Entertainment. That's Tony Delano.
Yes.
2006 when I started.
Tony, like when you see Tony's work, you'd be like,
that's him.
Tony. Best energy on the planet too, bro.
You got to meet him, Leroy, for sure. One of you met him,
bro. He'll call you.
We got to get him back over.
If I have, it's been a minute.
He'll call you, no business attached to it. He'll call you and just be like, bro, I was just thinking about you, man. Just wanted, send some vibes your way, bro. Pull up, bro. We'll smoke. He's checked in with me a couple times. I love that guy, man. He's great.
We got to get him back over here with the boys, man.
Yeah, he's great, bro.
What did we call that episode, Chad, when he was here?
Somebody Sasquatch or
because he's a rare sighting. You know what I mean? We called it Sasquatch. That's what it
Tony
was.
At the house with the kids, man.
Right.
That's one of the things about him that makes him so great too. Is like, it's not that he doesn't want to do people's artwork or anything like that. Bro just doesn't have to anymore.
Yes, like, that's it.
He's making a way now, doing things he never thought he'd have to do. Or never be able to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the burden of trying to like keep up with the demand that he would have if he made himself available.
Right.
Bro, like I thank God the man answers my phone. I thank God he's willing to take my money and give me artwork in return.
Creative genius, bro.
Yeah,
Right.
Like
I've had
all around.
periods where I didn't have them and it didn't hit the same.
And I like, you know, back to the small acts. I love the partnership that him and Capo
Yeah, they're
have
genius,
and how
bro.
they're doing it. But to hear their role in the Emory Jaymz rollout is really fucking interesting to all of us. Just for the fact that I've known you so long, I just didn't know. I didn't know they were a part of it. Soon as I saw the artwork for fucking Case Dismissed, I knew Delano. Yeah, I knew that. You know what I'm saying? But as they roll out, it should have clicked on me, bro, that was part of that. But shout out to both of them guys.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Is there anybody that you haven't worked with yet that you would want to?
Man, Leroy Biggs.
Yeah.
Ooh, good answer, dude.
O-N-E.
Good answer.
Okay.
It's been too long. You know, it's great, man. You put up the Follow the Drip remix, and it's like the first thing on my Jaymz player now. So every time I go to it to hear some of my own shit, very vain artist. I ain't afraid to say that,
bro.
It's the first thing I see, man. That Follow the Drip shit. But like me and Chad need to get in one.
We're going to, bro.
Here's a fun fact, right? Before I decided to get back into music, before I even reached out to my brothers or anything like that, right there, me and Jaymz I had a conversation through Facebook.
Yep.
Like, bro, I think I'm finna get back out there. You know what I'm saying? We ought to do something, and we still ain't done it yet.
We ain't done it.
It's gonna happen now.
Dude, you know what?
That's on me because I felt like honestly, you're a caliber of an artist that comes with enough weight, bro. That when I was gonna tap in and get my O&E feature, it was gonna be
epic.
It's gonna be epic. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it the right way.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get up to the point that it makes sense for O&E to be doing a track with Emory James. You feel me?
It always makes
So
sense.
like as that comes
That's
into
real, though.
into
That's
fruition,
real to
because
say
it
that.
wasn't James M. You know, I feel like James M deserved the O&E track. You know what I'm saying? Emory did not. You know what I'm saying? So like at this point, I'm almost there, and we're gonna do that.
We're gonna work like a motherfucker.
I'm telling you right now, you there with me,
We're
bro.
gonna work like a
You
motherfucker.
ain't got that shit. I mean,
It's on your mind, Leroy. Leroy wants to
wanted
talk.
to
He's
really-
waiting to say something.
yeah.
Look at him.
Look,
He fucks with Emory James. I told him he would when he met him.
My bad, I cut you off,
I'm feeling
Emory.
giddy as a bitch, but like, look, it's funny sitting here like how y'all talking shit because it's like, dude, it sounds like a bunch of gangsters that got out of prison after 30 years. Like, man, I'm thinking about going back and doing it. Like, bro, this is supposed to be therapy. I feel like we're conspiring to do something. Like, I talk like fucking Chad, like it's the dope game or something. Fucking man, I've been in it 20 years. I'm thinking about getting out. Like, this shit really is like, you know, like this shit has a union. If you build one,
it's a brotherhood.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
for
if
sure,
you
for
build one, like it's the same thing. Like how me and you've talked on it before.
Yeah.
I ain't got to meet you a day in your fucking life.
Yeah.
Come in here. You was in here at the right spot. We had an off-camera discussion earlier. At the same time, though, how you was responding to me and how, I mean, we was talking, it's like, fuck, dude, you might as well say, I've known Emory James 20 fucking years. Like, shit just fucking clicks.
Bro,
Like,
Ain't
I
that
am
funny?
a firm
That's
believer
like the
that
second or third
energy
time that's
speaks
happened.
for
Yeah.
itself.
yeah.
You would have known if my energy wasn't real, bro. If I was a fuck nigga from the jump, it'd have been like, man, could you step out while we have a couple words? Like,
Right.
could you sit in the living room? Like, Squinch would have let me sit in his house. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So
For
it's
real.
like, I think who I am as a man has always arrived at people's attention far before my actual physical presence. Like, you knew who I was from the jump, bro. Like, I wouldn't be in here if I wasn't about shit. You know
No,
what I'm saying?
yeah. But it's just like, bro, like, and it's cool for me to say,
I fuck with you too.
thanks, man.
Heartfelt moment.
Thanks, man.
Heartfelt
Thanks, man.
moment.
It's just like, I mean, it is cool because like I watched this shit growing up, right? And then it's like I got alley-ooped into a position, bro. Like I've met every role model I thought I ever had, and they really ain't shit.
They regular people, bro.
No, like I mean, like the big one, like bro. People aren't like me, you, Chad. Like people are pieces of shit. People fucking suck. Like I know people that suck that do charity, and it's like they're just bad people.
That's why they do it.
Exactly. And then I get around here, and it's like, bro, like
Vibes.
it's more than fucking vibes, dude. Like
It's
like,
genuine, man. Y'all know how we complain about like the Ville in this area right here not having a movement. Like what if we're the people?
Yeah, we've created our own
That's it.
already.
We are.
I'm saying as far as the Memphis and Atlanta's,
Oh yeah.
like the whole city. having the movement? Like, what if we're the people that's supposed to do that?
I believe that I am, bro. Like, I believe that's why I take this shit so fucking seriously. I think if you go and look at what it is that I do on YouTube, if you search up Emory Jaymz, my name's easy. You can find me.
Oh, it'll be in the description below.
All that
We got you, bro.
If you look at how I approach visuals, you know, shout out to Josh Nachos. You know what I'm saying?
He's fired with the visual. I was going to tell
My
you.
videographer goes stupid. But it's getting all those pieces in place and trying to let people know, like, this is serious. You can do this too. But I put it on my back on some, like, I want to say I'm from Nashville. And when you look and see what I do from Nashville, you're like, yo, that shit goes. Like, there's nothing that makes me happier than when someone hits me up on my IG or my YouTube and they're like, yo, shouts out from Pennsylvania. We fuck with this. And I'm like, Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
Shout out from Idaho. Yo, this shit goes.
That shit
for
different.
real?
Yeah, that shit different.
So it's like, I do believe that the ushering in of the new Nashville should be our responsibility. If we're gonna rap at this age, yo, we have to be doing it from a standpoint of being like, this is real music. This is real rap.
Facts.
Like, I take this, bro. I go to a studio that I pay for a membership to. I pay $200 a month for a studio I don't go to every month sometimes because it's my business. You know what I'm saying? Like, make this shit your business. Like,
for sure.
So how you said,
I love it.
like,
That's good, bro.
the way you said it, like, it's you know, almost becomes like a responsibility at that point, like just to do it. Like, it's for the young dude coming up, like other young dudes from Nashville, it should almost be like a goal to get into that. Because, like, for me, you know, doing country rap and doing all that, and then I post stuff, and it's like, you got real Nashville motherfuckers reposting it and shit. And the other people that don't know me are hitting them up like, who the fuck is this motherfucker? What's he about? And then people are vouching for me like, no, dude, you don't understand. This young motherfucker's like solid. He's and it just like, I mean,
the name's all you got, man. If you put
something.
a good name out there, man, you do good work, you take pride in the work you put in the world.
Shout out to good work.
You're gonna get from the universe whatever you put into
Bro, I'm a firm believer of that, dog, because I've always lived by positive vibes and being and like
vibes, man.
And that I've been getting so many blessings, you know, just from I think being that there's always going to be pitfalls and stuff and bad things that happen, but that's what's really coming back to me now, and I think a lot of it is because of that. For sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Shout out Himmy Neutron.
Himmy Neutron.
Himmy Neutron. That was hard.
Getting towards like moving up to where we're at now. You got a new single dropping soon.
Yep.
You want to talk about that?
Yeah, so we're gonna
what's
be
the
putting
timeline?
out. So I'm shooting for February 14th. I don't even shoot no more. We always hit. So February 14th, we're gonna do "Money Can't Buy You Love," just something lighthearted, man, to kind of bring in, you know, the holiday season for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
And then after that, we're gonna try to get right back into the swing of things and keep coming, you know, single video, and just stay on it, man. You know, I told myself I wouldn't quit. Like, that was my thing. If I was gonna do it this time, I wasn't gonna stop.
Yeah.
So get used to it. I'm here. Like.
Well, we see you, Bubba. We're rocking with you.
I think anybody could do it, man. We just gotta go. Like, I love what y'all are doing right now. You know, y'all's latest project's nuts, and I enjoy seeing those that take it serious, do well, and make good quality music. Right. That's what Nashville needs. You know, like it is our job, y'all. Like the dudes we should be looking up to didn't do it right.
Hey, say that shit, man. That's,
you know what I'm saying?
You know what? It's funny you say that because I embrace the OG name, right? Like I love being
being big homie,
being for real, man.
Yeah, I ain't embracing that unk shit yet.
Man, I'm telling you, man, Unk, big homie, and all this shit, man. Because it's the motherfuckers who is coming from. It's not like the little weird rich kid over in the corner,
or a blogger or something,
or the blogger who's not in the, you know what I'm saying, in the genre or none of that shit, man. It's the motherfuckers who look like me, who look like I used to look, doing some of the same shit that I was doing.
Ugly.
I'm a sex motherfucker, man.
Talk your shit.
I'm a sexy motherfucker.
I know he's gonna come back.
But look though, like the motherfuckers who are disadvantaged, you know what I'm saying, who didn't have any leadership coming up, and I didn't have no big homies like that. That was really telling me the good shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers, I had maybe one who got locked up for a very long time. You know what I mean? It was these motherfuckers, man, that's sending little kids out, man, sending motherfuckers out and doing runs and shit that they won't fucking do.
Right.
At least the motherfuckers that was half-ass OGs when I was coming up would say, nigga, you know what I'm saying, do this shit on your own.
Yeah.
Or if I got some beef, I'm gonna do this shit on my own type shit.
Right.
Not, I got some beef, you'd go take care of it for me.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So,
Game's different, bro.
Yeah, man, just ill, just misguided, man. I hate that shit, man.
So
I'm with you on that though, like the whole big homie role and like being the OG of your respective group of people. Like I'm all about that shit, man. Because I love when the young homies come to me, my little YGs pop up and they be like, "Bro, how did you get here?"
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, look at your house. You know, look how comfortable your family is every day. You know what I'm saying? How much money did you spend this week on Uber Eats? But I got here following a certain schematic, following a certain path, sticking to a certain code and a certain level of ethics, so that, because I'm telling you, man, your name's all you got. Once you get, and shout out Nip, man, RP Nip, once you get smut on your name, you done. You know what I'm saying? You got to make a decision at a young age to always move with a certain level of character, so that when it is time for someone to kind of pull on your face card, can't nobody say nothing bad about you. Find me somebody that got something bad to say about James.
Right.
Facts.
Besides
Love
the district attorney of Rutherford County.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, who got something to say? Because it's like, I've made a point in my life to carry myself a certain way. So that when the little homies look at me and they're like, man, Uncle, you do what you do, but you do it so well. How do I follow me?
Pay attention.
Pay attention. You know what I'm saying?
That's a hook.
I do it so well.
You do what you do, how you do it so well. How do I?
Yeah.
Leroy always on
I
that
do
shit.
how I do it so well.
Creative
How do
genius
I?
sitting over
Follow
there.
me.
Young
Follow me.
creative
Straight
genius.
I'll give you that one. You can have that one. Just put me on.
That's the song y'all should do together,
I
bro.
need 16 bars on that.
There it is.
Started with nothing, like, if I'm gonna get it, drip going silly. I came from this big.
Shout out
I
Himmy
handle my
Neutron, bro.
business, flick of the wrist,
Shout out
and it look
fucking-
like I'm fishing.
Silly ass dude, bro.
Fuck your favorite rapper, boy. I bet he is a pussy.
Shout out Emory Jaymz.
Coming
Man,
out
shout out
south.
y'all, man. I got some shit to say, man. Like,
We're glad you did, bro. And like I said, the 100 and however many episodes, bro. Like I knew you'd have that seat, Emory Jaymz. Like
I
it was
wanna
a matter
say,
of
too,
time, dog.
thank you, because of the way you said it, you know, bro, we homies. So, you know, I'm going to give you some shit. You're going to give me some shit. That's
Yeah,
always
of
been
course.
us.
I love
and
it,
when
though.
you said it, you were like, no, Bubba, it's just time. Like, you were working. And it's artists got to be humble, bro, and realize, like, if there's something that has real motion, they're going to use you in the capacity that's going to best benefit both of you at that time. So for me to be egotistical, thinking I'm the next hot shit, and I didn't know what my fucking name was going to be yet, I didn't have any place on the podcast. What would we have talked about? Plans. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody wants you to come on. Nobody's going to come sit on here and watch us celebrate plans.
Yeah, there's
You know what I'm saying? Like-
there's just very few out there, bro, that really recognize.
Yeah.
Even on the back end, like your scenario, like you're on the back end now. Like we're talking about a conversation we had early on the podcast, like early where we were on the podcast, and it led us to here.
Right.
And I reached out to Emory Jaymz and told him, I said, like we said earlier, like, bro, it's time. You know,
Right.
like you've been working consistently. We see it. I told you that the time was gonna come. Well, it's time, Bubba. Let's get it.
Yeah.
But some artists don't react the right way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Don't get no smut on your name.
Don't get no smut on your name, dog.
Right.
So to answer that with what you just finished saying, man, the simplest way to put it, politicking
Come on.
is a privilege.
Come on.
You know what I mean?
Come on.
After 20 years, after 20 years, after 20 years, after 20 years, y'all about the demographic of motherfuckers that have earned that privilege, right?
Yeah, straight up.
At 23, the way I earn that privilege is doing podcasts, being solid. A motherfucker calls, I answer. It's like, hey, we're working, we're plotting. There's real life shit going on too. Hey, man, I got, no disrespect, 40-year-olds, you know, like people to talk to of every walk of life.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah, that ain't
And
no disrespect.
He called us 40.
So
He always does.
Not quite.
He's got
Not
to
quite.
point it out, bro.
So
Not quite.
take it with a grain of salt, like, but like at the end of the day, man, politicking. This ain't streets. This is music,
Yeah.
business.
Yeah.
Politicking's a privilege.
Yeah.
Believe that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Just
you
as long as
definitely
you
don't wanna be the
politicking
guy
with the
that-
right motherfuckers.
We had to earn our privilege. Not we, but motherfuckers under me, young dudes.
You're talking about younger,
like-
people, young in the game. You say don't mean necessarily age, but just young in the game. You know?
Yeah. Oh, I got ushered in pretty quick. Well, I had a cosign and I've been playing ball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I say that all the time when people try to say that shit about you. I'm like, bro, he still had to dunk that motherfucker and then keep dribbling and dunking and scoring. Like,
real shit.
Upchurch did throw him an oop at first, but like Upchurch threw a lot of oops.
Shout out to Church.
And a lot of them oops, they didn't get dunked.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Real quick, funny
you still
story.
have to do your part.
Funny story. I have no relationship with Upchurch at all, right?
Yeah.
So this is not sponsored by any means whatsoever.
Yeah.
I was on the game. This is probably a year ago. I used to play the Warzone.
Yeah.
I'm on the Warzone, kicking it, da-da-da-da. We falling in on Rebirth Island. I hear this motherfucker talking on the headset like he's streaming. He's like, yo, thank you for the subscription, man. Thank you for the subscription. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And he's like, and he says something along the lines of something in Cheatham County. And I said, bro, it's only one motherfucker in the world be streaming and talking about Cheatham County at the same fucking time. I was like, is this fucking Ryan Upchurch? He's like, yeah, Bubba, who are you? Like, give my little quick synopsis, Jaymz at the time. You know what I'm saying? Da-da-da-da-da-da. So dude's streaming the game this whole time. I say this to say, dude's fans are fucking different.
Believe that.
Like I pray for the day that I have people that
Look at Leroy. That
pull
makes
for
him
me
happy.
and push for me the way that a fucking
Creek Squad.
Creek Squad. Because look, bro,
Shout out
he did
Creek
this.
Squad.
He said, yeah, man. He's like, I was like, bro, we get this W, you gotta give me a fucking feature. We didn't get the W. We got smacked. I'm not good at the duty. I'm sitting there on a couple dabs, fried out my mind. He's like, bro, you suck. Yeah, I do, man, but I just want to play the game.
Yeah, I'm the same, bro.
But in the end, he was like, man, dude, you're cool as hell, man. Y'all go show bro love. To this day, bro, I get like 5, 10 fucking Ryan Upchurch fans that come fight. His crew still goes and watches his old streams, and then they'll hear my name and my handle, and they'll go follow me on IG. I'm like, bro, I message them all the time, bro. Your shit's different, bro.
Yeah,
This shit's different. So salute to dude, bro, man. I don't know. People have a problem with him sometimes. I think dude cool.
So I will say,
be you,
bro,
Bubba.
That's family, dog.
I mean, I've had the front row seat to see it. Like it's been it's just being fucking personable. And like Chad and Squints got to see it. Like, I got that formula watching him. And that formula is, hey man, when you go do a show, you're not hiding in a hotel room. You got 7 hours before you perform. All right, I'm gonna go meet every motherfucker.
Yeah.
You perform, you get off stage. Hey, we're spending 4 hours at this merch booth. Not even selling merch half the time. We're fucking walking, meeting people, hugging babies.
Because some people can't afford merch. They just want to see you.
It's like, merch is cool, and that's just an example. But
no,
it's
for
like,
sure.
A first impression is everything.
I think what that speaks volumes to, bro, too, is being authentic. And I tell a lot of people that a lot of times, man, like, and Tony tells me this: be true to you. Like, make music for you. Like, there's 1 million people just like you, just like you, just like you. What Upchurch did that really, in my opinion, catapulted him beyond most artists is he didn't try to go be nobody else. He was like, I'm this kid from Cheatham County. I'm country as fuck. This is what we do, how the fuck we do it. And I'm going to show you how we do it if we had a little bit more money. And he just stayed true to that. And I think it authenticity, man. Like, if you're feeling that you're trying to create something, or that's not it, bro. Like, just be true to you. And that shit's what takes y'all.
Man, the homie wasn't scared to be him in a different environment. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like
The night that we did the features for him, he pulled up and didn't know anybody except me and Leroy had to leave.
But still him.
And
Even the track, even the work track that we got him on.
That shit is crazy, bro. Because
he's being him on a different type of, you know what I'm saying?
And wanted nothing. He didn't want no money. He didn't want no nothing, bro.
Because I think he's still he's in that lane where it's like, I just need you motherfuckers to know I can do this. I can really do this. And this will get heard by people that may think I don't do this. Nah, I do
it's
this.
still
He's
like
solid, bro.
To all of us is competitive.
Yeah.
But it's like, and I didn't have to tell him that, but like, because he already knew Chet, and like, he knew the vibe immediately when he walked in. Hell, Be Loose and Adam was with him. And I told him in the hallway when I was leaving, because I had to dip, and I told him, I was like, hey, bro, you with family. You're okay. Not that he needed to hear, like, whatever. That motherfucker strapped to death everywhere. But like, it's like,
but it's good to hear.
But he stayed 5 hours after Leroy left. Probably like, a lot of that was because Leroy said that.
Well, it's just because, like, bro, you plant a flag on authentic. You respect, you appreciate, you fucking push authentic. Like you said, the authenticity of it. Like
Shit shines through.
Like when I talk to people, and that's why it fucking catapulted me. Like that's the dunk and shit. Like, dude, when I talk to people, bro, I'm a 300-pound motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a target. I'm gonna get attention either way. I might as well garner that attention and fucking fold it into something.
Yeah.
And
that makes sense.
That's just the way it is, bro. We're all spokespersons of us.
Yeah.
Facts.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
I can go act goofy for a month straight or a year straight online posting goofy shit, being fucking funny. As soon as I tell you, hey man, I just got off battling withdrawals, my homie killed himself and I gotta plan 2 funerals.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit. This motherfucker smiling through bullshit.
Yeah,
This motherfucker, hey, where's Leroy been the past month? Well, he was in jail. What?
Yeah, he was going through something.
You know,
yeah.
where's Leroy been? Legally, he can't post
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, like, and it's just like you said, there's a million people like real, recognize real.
Yeah, I believe that.
You know, somebody can see themselves in you, the things that the values you stand for, the fabric of cloth that you come from. That's what you like. Your favorite artist, he's your favorite artist most likely because you see a lot of you in him. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I think being authentic, man, like you really can't do much better than
Right.
that. That fake shit don't work.
You know that shit, right?
That shit don't work.
I mean, it's you know, it'll always be a blessing in disguise until you recognize it as a blessing. And for me, at least, I'm not speaking for any other person, and I'm not trying to bring faith into something we keep, you know.
Yeah.
Hey man, shit's a blessing for me.
Man, you better believe it.
The whole music shit.
Oh, this is God's work.
You know, the whole music shit. I would have been dead.
Bro.
And it's
God did.
Come on.
Bro, real shit.
They want to play with us. They don't want to believe in this.
This
God did.
This is real shit. I've been a felon since I was 12 years old. The amount of shit that I've had to run across, like the fucking the obstacles that I've had to run across. You know what I'm saying? And not to mention this shit as an adult. I've been in some dark fucking places. You dig what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
If it wasn't for that pen in that pad, my dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For real, man.
Yeah.
For real, man.
Well, it's like just as long as y'all know as well as I guess I'm part of it too. Like, bro, when there's some shit you go through, it changes you. In certain instances, they'll bring it out, and it's like, dude, like, I get my feelings hurt and I get sad. I don't get mad. The difference is like, fuck it, dude. Like, don't, you know, some of these motherfuckers aren't playing with the full deck.
Come on.
Fuck, as soon as you fuck with me, fuck it. I might as well shoot everybody
I'll
in there.
crash this bitch out.
But no, it's not. In the real world,
Yeah.
it ain't that. In the real world, it ain't. I got obligations to certain people in my family, and it's like, that's the real world.
Yeah.
I can't do that anymore, and I got people to reel me in, and I'm sure my situation is the same for other people, and it's like,
I'm fucking stoned. I don't even know
You
what
know,
y'all talking about anymore.
yeah.
I swear to God, y'all lost me a long time ago. I'm over here stoned as hell, dog.
Hell no.
I
Blunts
swear to
over
God.
there smoke,
Fantastic.
I don't know.
If you ever wonder why I got the name Squinch from,
Here,
Me
keep
and Chad
losing
probably
sight
the
of
only ones
everything. I
that.
keep losing sight of everything.
He's
Did you
40% Asian.
finish what was you about to finish?
Yeah, sorry.
Y'all take away drastic measures.
Mm.
We all gonna have drastic times.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, music's therapy. The fellowship and the brotherhood is fucking.
Exactly that.
It takes away the drastic measures, man. Like, it's not like, I'm not going to bed at 8 a.m. because I can't sleep in the dark. I'm fucking, you know, call it pussy, call it what you want, motherfucker. I'm scared of my shadow. Fuck you. Fuck, I'm watching. What's up? Like, and like, this is the prescription.
Yeah.
This is,
sure.
This is the medic. This is the Bisperone, the Xanax, the fucking
10 milligrams of this right here.
Hell yeah, man. And it just
go
like,
get your fix.
Right.
like, they've known you. We've came in. Me and you've talked. I feel like I fucking know you, bro. Like, that's the price of admission. Like you can't pay. You can pay for the ride and get a feature, and sure, I'll share it. That's cool. You paid the price of admission.
Shout out to Leroy Biggs for sharing it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Stamped. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, it's cool, dude. I'm tired of getting interrupted by a guy named Josh.
Fuck you. That wasn't.
I see a Howard Johnson billboard.
All right, so I'm gonna lighten the mood a little bit, just a tad bit.
You're pregnant.
You know it.
It's mine.
This motherfucker.
It's mine.
So check it out, all y'all Titans fans.
No, fuck you.
We're not doing that.
Your Titans fans.
Doing that.
All y'all Titans fans.
Is he gonna be mean? Because I'm.
Listen, though.
I'll cuss you out on this podcast.
No, listen.
He'll get jumped.
I'm gonna give y'all a little love this time. Because we just got eliminated too. But y'all got robbed, man.
I haven't even seen it.
Y'all
We
got
didn't
robbed.
get robbed. Hold on.
Y'all got robbed.
I've got some shit to say.
Hurry up and say it.
Y'all got
We
robbed,
went
bro.
7-3 and lost 6 straight.
Yeah,
Jacksonville's
seven straight.
Jacksonville's playing like they're trying to keep the lights on. They came in there and got mollywhooped the first half. Hey, who's your quarterback? Well, they got Trevor Lawrence. Who fucking good? Bro, we got 30-year-old Josh Dobbs. People acting like he a new quarterback. Bro, he's 30.
We were at an event last night when that game was on, and there was 2 minutes left in the fourth, and all of a sudden I heard Chad say, "Fuck the Titans," loud as fuck. And when he said that, I looked at the screen. Our season was over.
But it wasn't even a pick six.
This is a horrible season.
That's what we thought. We thought it was a pick six.
It was a bullshit call.
Said it was
They
a
called
fumble recovery for
but his
6.
arm was going forward.
And
man.
when one walked
That
in the
was
door today, he said
incompletion.
that's a questionable fucking call. So I need to look into all that. I
Yeah,
haven't
for
looked
sure,
into
for sure.
it.
Y'all
Fuck
got robbed.
Well, the Titans are like the fucking. We got OCs going to jail for DUI. We got like, bro. This is Pearl Cone, bro.
The Titans is the hood, though. Titans is the hood niggas of the NFL.
Man, oh God. Pridefully.
Shout out Emory fucking Jaymz, bro.
Yeah.
Man, I appreciate y'all, man, having me on, man. Thank you so much.
We appreciate you pulling up, man.
It just ended, bro.
You've dropped some gems on this. I'm not fucking yanking the rug out from somebody. This is our guest.
No, I ain't
Shut
doing
the
no,
fuck
no.
up. I'm trying to give my man an outro,
I've been
man.
trying to give
Can you
him
tell they
flowers
love
the
each
whole
other?
podcast.
You've been talking for past 8 minutes, so I'm gonna try to
And I've
remind
been
him
talking about
that we
us.
got a guest here, and that he got another song coming out February. As planned, February 14th. His next single should be available. His previous 5 are available right fucking now on all streaming platforms. They got monster fucking videos for. How many videos you got out?
4 or 5.
4 or 5? Is it the same? You got one for each single out right now?
No, there's 2 that don't have singles.
That's what I'm
maybe
saying.
there's only 3. Nah.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
It's a lot of good. It's a lot of good content.
I told him
Don't
before
tap
we
in.
started tonight, the Pay Attention record,
Yeah, if you ain't heard, pay
smacking,
attention, man.
dog. That shit's been on my playlist for a minute amongst all these guys.
Never
records,
leave
you
the know what
crib
I mean? Unless I'm fresh enough to photo.
Yeah, dude. Fire shit.
And we really put that shit on too, man. Like, don't ever. get that twisted.
right.
Yeah.
Keep going, Emory Jaymz. We see you,
I'm here,
brother.
man. Thank you.
We're so glad that you pulled up on us today. Pull up on us anytime. We tell all the guests that, dude. Fuck.
I'll be back
going
tomorrow.
forward. Going forward, it's fuck Leroy Biggs.
Hey, if you don't like Emory Jaymz, don't like me.
Yeah, there it is.
Because I don't like you.
Bitch.
I may not like Squint. You know what I'm saying?
He likes
You know
me
what I'm
most
saying?
of the time.
I got my
This is
stamp
the
of
end.
approval, man. I'll take.
Yeah, y'all know what it
Fuck with
is,
y'all,
man.
Y'all know what it is.
Emory Jaymz, ChadArmesTV.com. I got some shit to say.com.
Bro, fuck it.
Bitch, we got views.